So anybody that's watched any of my videos knows that there's been a separation or a estrangement between me and my parents. And for years and years, I never dealt with it, never talked about it, didn't want to talk about it, got angry about it if people brought it up. And just recently, I've been, in my process of going through the 12 steps and Celebrate Recovery, it's one of the things I've had to deal with is my anger and resentment and hurt feelings over my relationship with my parents. And I've had these thoughts before, but having somebody else spell it out for me just recently, my wife, to be more specific, to tell me that what I already knew, why spend energy and why spend time and why weigh down your emotional and your spiritual life and mourn the loss of people that don't mourn you. And that's what it really boils down to me. It doesn't change the fact that there were hurt feelings and but it is why have I and why am I expending so much energy mourning and worrying and resenting or being angry over people who all evidence shows never gave me a second thought once I was no longer around. And when I really think about it in those terms, and it's harsh, it's a harsh reality, but when I think about it in those terms, it does make it easier to let go a lot of that stuff. And I've been praying about it for a couple days since my wife told me that. And when I really think about it, and God has shown me, everything that He's given me, has got nothing to do with them. Every blessing that I have has got nothing to do with them. Every mistake I've made, every decision I've made, good, bad, or indifferent, it's got nothing to do with them. It's all about me. It's all about me and my relationship with God and how that translates to the people in my life now. And I'm just not going to spend any more energy worrying about people that never seem to want me in their life to begin with. And once I really break it down in those simple terms and really think about it in that way, I don't have any choice but to just let it go. And it sounds easier said than done, but every day I make the decision to just let that go. As soon as I wake up out of bed, I've let it go. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not my parents. I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes they made with my children. And I'm not going to let it chew up any more of my time with my family or any more of my eat away at my relationships with other people or my relationship with God. I'm just going to, it was a part of my life, but I've moved on from it and it's no longer a part of my life. And that's the way I have to move forward.